Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we're discussing how Dumbledore knew what happened in the Potter residence in Godric's Hollow the night that Voldemort murdered Lily and James and attempted to kill Harry. In the past I've discussed how Dumbledore was able to figure out how Harry survived Voldemort's killing curse, which, if you haven't watched yet, you can go check it out after this video. In that video, I went over the ways in which Professor Dumbledore likely uncovered the exact events of that fateful evening and how he was able to be sure that it was Lily's sacrifice that saved Harry's life. But in today's video, I'll be covering what happened before all that, digging into how Dumbledore even knew that something had happened within the Potters' home to begin with. To start, since the Potters had enlisted Peter Pettigrew as a secret keeper, it stands to reason that Dumbledore shouldn't have even known, or been able to find the location of the Potter's home in Godric's Hollow, as it was protected by the Fidelius Charm, a very powerful spell which conceals information within a witch or wizard's soul, who in this case was Pettigrew. This is further supported by the fact that James's best friend, Sirius Black, insisted that he not be the Potter's secret keeper, since he believed it would be too obvious if he were to know their whereabouts. This seems to clearly suggest that Sirius did not know where Lily, James and Harry were. And if Sirius didn't know, why would Dumbledore have known? And if he did know, why not just make him the secret keeper? Even more perplexing is the idea that Dumbledore was able to so quickly send Hagrid to the scene of the crime to retrieve Harry. As we know, Pettigrew didn't actually die that night, having faked his own death, which means the location of the Potters should have remained a secret, as their secret keeper was still alive. Voldemort was only able to find them because Pettigrew told him, so then how is it that Dumbledore knew to send Hagrid to Godric's Hollow, as suggested in the following exchange between the two? "No problems, were there?" asked Dumbledore. "No, sir. House was almost destroyed, but I got him out all right before the Muggles started swarming around." This conversation between Dumbledore and Hagrid also clearly suggests that Dumbledore himself had not yet been to the Potter's residence. So how did he know that Lily and James had been killed and that Harry had survived? For we know for certain that he did know this had taken place, as he confirms the rumours of what's happened in a conversation with Professor McGonagall before Hagrid even arrives. "What they're saying," she pressed on, "is that last night Voldemort turned up in Godric's Hollow. He went to find the Potters. The rumour is that Lily and James Potter are that they're dead." Dumbledore bowed his head. Professor McGonagall gasped. "And don't even get me started on the missing 24 hours between Lily and James's murders and Harry showing up with Hagrid on Privet Drive. But in any case, despite these, let's call them issues, I think the most plausible answer to this question is that Dumbledore must have found a way to circumvent the Fidelius Charm and put some sort of spell on the Potter's residence, which was to alert him if anything happened there. This is even admitted as a possibility by J.K. Rowling, who in a 2007 Pottercast episode had this to say on the subject. Obviously, Dumbledore could cast a spell on a dwelling that would immediately alert him if something happened to it, so he could know instantaneously. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. What did you think? Do you agree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.